High above the valley floor of the Rivière d'Ordogne in southwest France lies Chateau Masburel, the best-kept secret in wine. Surrounded by rows of well-tended undulating vines, Chateau Masburel was founded in 1740 and has been restored to its former glory by Olivia Donnan, an English woman with a passion for wine. When she acquired the chateau and its 23 hectares of sadly neglected vines in 1997, it was almost a ruin. Armed with a French degree and a burning ambition to realize all of her pent-up potential, Olivia set about creating a Grand Cru wine with spectacular success.
I was very lucky when I arrived here in '97 to find Eric Combray, who's my manager here and maitre de chez, so he's in charge of actually making the wine. In the same way that a piece of music can move you, or you can look at a picture and be moved by it, we want to make a wine that people have in their glass around a table with their friends or their family, and everyone has that moment of, what is that? That is just the best wine I've ever tasted. To create an ambience in a glass, to have something that you think, oh, I can't imagine ever tasting a wine better than this.
Olivia's arrival was a blessing for Chateau Masburel. With her energy and determination, Olivia began to oversee the restoration, while at the same time building a successful wine business with the help of Chateau Masburel's vineyard manager, Eric Combray, whom she had recruited from a top chateau in the Sauternes region.
Le premier maillon de la chaîne, le plus important, c'est cette matière, c'est en quelque sorte le jardin, quoi. En viticulture et en œnologie, c'est un petit peu le jardin et la cuisine. Et en ce qui concerne la cuisine, on peut faire plein de choses, mais je crois que les grands cuisiniers seront d'accord avec ça. Ce qui est important, c'est le jardin, c'est la matière première, c'est la concentration, c'est peu d'eau, avec beaucoup d'arômes, beaucoup de produits riches, complexes, et qui après seront peut-être plus simples, en tout cas sur le plan qualitatif, à élaborer.
So what is the secret behind Chateau Masburel's success? From the start, Olivia made the decision to become a boutique producer and immediately set to work, reducing the yield by half the local average and increasing the density of the vines.
We've now been cutting all our vines down to a height of about 60 centimetres and having about 1 metre 80 centimetres of leaf coverage, because the more leaf coverage you have, the more photosynthesis, the more sugars are produced, and it's the sugar which actually converts into alcohol when we're making the wine.
Another of Olivia's secrets is to combine new advanced technologies in viticulture with the more traditional methods. This ranges from the use of aerial infrared photography that assesses the potential of the future harvest, to green harvesting the grapes by removing those that will not ripen by hand. But it's not just the careful integration of all the new methods that lends such a rich character to the wines. Surrounded by a talented team of people who share a dream, Olivia's infectious enthusiasm and warm personality has left its mark on Chateau Masburel.
The most important thing for me is actually the people, and I'm very fortunate to have a fantastic team of people around me, starting with Eric, who is my maitre de chez, so he's actually in charge of making the wine and the work that we actually do in the vines, followed by Michelle, who is his sort of deputy, Gustav, and then the fourth person in the team is Didier. So they're all full-time, and believe me, there is always work. I thought there was going to be a quiet time in the year, but there never actually is.
Unlike her competitors, Olivia actively researches and implements these new methods to enhance the excellence of her Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot and Sauvignon Blanc varieties. The rich diversity of soils on the beautiful ridge slopes around Chateau Masburel consists mainly of chalk, sand and clay. Facing south, the vines also benefit from natural drainage and excellent exposure to the sun. After making these innovative changes to the vineyard, the next step was the newly constructed air-conditioned barrel store that now contains 250 traditional oak barrels, where the wine is aged to enhance their rich taste and complexity.
Now this is our barrel store here. We've got something like 220 barrels. It's all the production from 2000. Now for me, these barrels are like the notes of an orchestra. You have to have all of those notes coming together to actually make harmony. And that's what we want with our barrels. We want, and our wine, we want harmony between the wood and the wine. It's all very well making award-winning wines, but you actually have to sell them. And I've been very lucky with all the people I've found, with the restaurateurs, with the importers, with the wine shop owners, with private clients, that they all appreciate the wines we're making here at Masburel.
Among the local people who appreciate what Olivia has achieved is Olivier Cordon, the chef at the Côté Bastide in Sainte-Foy-la-Grande.
Voilà, donc j'ai mis au point une recette à base du Chateau Masburel 98 en Côte de Bergerac, médaille d'or au concours, un filet de bœuf, une escalope de foie gras poêlé, des cannelloni d'aubergine avec une réduction de vin et une base de sauce légèrement acidulée. Voilà, on commence par mettre l'escalope de foie gras dans un petit poêlon en cuivre, de façon à ce qu'il rende suffisamment de graisse pour que le faux filet puisse cuire lui aussi à son tour. Voilà, lorsqu'on a fait poêler l'escalope de foie gras et le tourne-dos, on dépose l'escalope de foie gras sur le tourne-dos de façon à ce que le gras du foie transperce la chair, et on peut mettre à côté les deux petits cannelloni d'aubergine à finir de cuire. Alors voilà, maintenant nous allons pouvoir dresser l'assiette en déposant le tourne-dos accompagné de l'escalope de foie gras. Voilà, il ne nous reste plus qu'à napper de sauce Masburel le tourne-dos ainsi que son foie gras poêlé.
Chateau Masburel produces 80,000 bottles of wine per year, and its variety is as diverse as it is delicious. There are two categories of red and white wines. The top category Chateau Masburel white wine is a Sauvignon Blanc with a touch of Sémillon or Muscadelle. The classic Lady Masburel white is a blend of Sémillon and Muscadelle. The top category Chateau Masburel red wine is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. And the Lady Masburel red is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot and Cabernet Franc.
Je m'appelle Michel Baraton, je suis caviste à Sainte-Foy-la-Grande. J'ai créé cette cave en 1989. J'ai compris lorsque Olivia Donnan est venue s'installer dans la région à 3 km d'ici, à Fouguerolles, j'ai compris qu'elle était passionnée et qu'elle allait nous faire un grand produit. Lorsque j'ai découvert Masburel, j'ai trouvé que ce vin avait beaucoup de charme et on avait beaucoup de plaisir à le déguster. On avait aussi beaucoup de plaisir à le boire.
Since 1997, every Chateau Masburel vintage produced by Olivia Donnan has won a medal, including the prestigious Grand Gold Medal at the World Wine Competition in Brussels. For a 1999 Chateau Masburel Première Cuvée Red, one of only 8 French wines to do so from 1100 entries.
This is our top cuvée Chateau Masburel for 1999. The fruits are very dominant again with the first attack. The tannins are now quite soft. It's still obviously a very young wine. A wine like this needs at least 2 or 3 years actually in the bottle before you start drinking it. But it's a wine that you can keep easily for 12 to 15 years. So this is the wine that won the gold medal in Brussels. And it is a grand vin, and this has really given me the encouragement to carry on the great work that we've been doing here at Masburel with my team. I have to pinch myself sometimes to believe I'm actually here in the most beautiful part of France, doing what is everyone's dream, and it's certainly been my dream. And sometimes I can't believe that this is what's happening to me, and people say, well, you've done all of this in 4 years, and yes, we have. So if we've done that in 4 years, imagine what we're going to do in the next 4 years, and the 4 years after that, and long may it continue.
Olivia's vision to create a wine that is a work of art is already taking effect. The result of Olivia's passion is that Chateau Masburel may not be the best kept secret in wine for very long.